welcome to all for the module 3 of the Python application program. Now we will discuss lists. There are 3 chapters under this module 3: lists, tuples, regular expressions. First we will go through the lists. Lists are a kind of collection. A collection allows us to put many values in a single variable. For example, arrays in our C or C++ programming. In arrays, we can place same type of elements in a single name. So collection is nice because we can carry many values around one convenient package. So we can see example here. Friends is one of the list. So we have including Joseph, Glenn and Sally as 3 elements. We call them as elements of the list. Similarly, we have another example, carry on. So that will have socks, shirt and perfume as the elements. So which is not a collection. So most of our variables have only one value. Okay, they are not the collections. We call them as variables. So variable hold only one value. So in Python, so whenever we assign some value to a variable, so that value is fixed for the variable. So if you reassign another value, so it is rewritten, it is overwritten on the same variable. So it is not a collection. So list constant. As I said, all the elements, all the values, whatever available inside a list are called as elements. Okay, we can have constant. We can also call them as constants. So those constants are surrounded by square brackets. How to assign or how to take the lists, define the list is example. We will have a list variable here, friends, equal symbol, and inside the square bracket we will have variables, say Joseph, Glenn and Sally. Okay, so some example we will have here. So I am using an idle as our example for noting this particular. To give an example, say for example I have a list 1 is equals to, in square bracket you have to give the values 10 with a comma separated, comma 30, comma 30. So this is one list. So if I type print list 1, it will display the output as shown here. So it will display all the elements of the list. We can also have different type of list here, which includes the strings also. Say for example, names is equals to, say in if it is string, you have to include it in double quotes, Peter, Parker and some other name, XYZ, say XYZ. So this is also one type of list. Similarly, we can have a print function for this. So that is names. So that is how it works. Okay, that is one kind of list. So we have another example here, which is combination of a string and integer value and a floating value. We can also have a list of that kind. We can also have nested list, where one list is included in another list. We have an example here, print 1. So we have this. list 1 is equals to say 1 comma. If you want to have a nested list, you must take another square bracket, close it to close the inner list, and have the values for the outer list and close the outer list. So if you print this, it also works same. List 1 will display the list as it is. So it is called as nested list. We have already used the lists in previous modules where we have used the conditional statements and looping statements. So for example here for I in 5 4 3 2 1. So as you see here, this 5 4 3 2 1 within the square bracket, it is nothing but the list. So we are just displaying print I. After printing all the values, it will just display the print blast out. So that is one kind. So another one here. So friends equals to Joseph, Glenn, Sally. For friend in friends, print Happy New Year to each friend. So the output will display like this: Happy New Year Joseph, Happy New Year Glenn, Happy New Year Sally, and at the end it will print done. So this is how we can use the lists. Okay, so now we'll go into deeper inside the lists here. So just like strings, we can get any single element in a list using an index specified in square bracket. So in string also we have done the same thing. And the index value of list starts with 0. So first element index is 0, second element 1, third element 2, and so on. So we have an example here: friends equals to Joseph, Glenn, and Sally. So when you display print friends of 1 in square bracket, see, whenever you want to display particular element of the list, you must use an index value inside the square bracket. So that is nothing but print friends of 1 here. So 1 is nothing but Glenn here, because index value starts with 0. Glenn is at the first position, so that is 1th position, that is nothing but Glenn. So lists are mutable. Mutable means what here? We can change. Where strings were immutable, means we cannot change the contents of a string. We cannot change the contents of the string, but we can change the contents of the lists. Okay. So we have an example here: fruit equals to banana. If you try to change, say, first position here, so 0th position, as it is capital V here, I want to change it as small v, you will get an error. Let us have this with an example here. The same example we will take here: fruit equals to, in double quotes, say BANANA, banana. So I try to change here: fruit of 0 is equals to small v. See, you will get the error here, because str object does not support item assignment. That is nothing but it is immutable, whereas the lists are mutable. Let us have this: list is equals to, in square bracket, 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4. This is the end. So I will change here: list of 2 is equals to 10. List of 2 is equals to 10. Now print the list. See, that is the second element, that is 0 1 2. Second element was 3, so it is changed to 10 now. That is that it has become another list, inner list it has become. If you just assign it as list of 2 is equals to only number, it will take it as a number. If you mention it in square bracket, it will be an inner list for that particular main list. So now if you print this list, it will display the element, that is 1, 2, 10, 4. That is how we say the lists are mutable. Then we can also get the length of the list. How to get the length of the list is by using the length function. Already we have this here. Length, say x is equals to, or else we can directly take print of length of list. Then nothing but 4. There are 4 elements in the list. Actually, length tells us the number of elements of any set or sequence. Even though there are inner lists, it will also count that. It will also count the length of the inner lists. Next is using the range function inside the list. How to use the range function? The range function returns a list of numbers that range from 0 to 1 less than the parameter, say 0 to n minus 1. So if I mention say 0 to 10, it will take it from 0 to 9. Okay, 1 less than the parameter. We can construct an index loop using the for and an integer iterator here. Okay. For example, here we have print range of 4, so that will display 0, 1, 2, 3. Friends we have here Joseph, Glenn, Sally. Print length of friends, that is 3. Print range of length of friends, so that displays 0, 1, 2. Range of length of friends. Range of length of friends, nothing but it will display the range from 0 to 3. That is, length is 3, 0 to 2. That is 3 numbers it has displayed, 0, 1, 2. Okay. So here we have friends as one list. So how we are displaying? Previously we have seen for friend in friends, print happy new year to that particular friend. So for I in range of length of friends, how it will display? Friend equals to friends of I, print happy new year, comma friend. So what we have used here? Range of length of friends. Range of length of friends, that displays happy new year to each friend. It works the same way the previous program has worked. It works as the same way as the previous program worked. So we can also concatenate two lists using the plus operator. So as an example we have here, we will have this example with the idle. Say for example I have two lists, 1, 2, 3. Another list b equals to say 4, 5, 6. Now if I take c equals to a plus b, and if I print C,